Who doesn't want a big Mack truck when you're backing that thing up? No matter who you are, you might want to have a nicer butt, firmer butt, bigger butt. You want to know how I know that? Because you're watching this video. Welcome back to Self Built. Today I'm going to be showing you 3 of my favorite glute building exercises that you can do either in your home gym or your commercial gym. Be warned, there's going to be some butt squeezing and stretching. Even if you're not coming at this from an aesthetic point of view, you can also come at this as the angle of building power and stability, because your butt holds a ton of power in it. I'm not just talking about gas, although that is a lot of power too. It helps you in a lot of different movements. So let's get a big, juicy, strong booty. Here we go. First exercise we're doing are some dumbbell stiff-legged deadlifts, but I do a little variation on it. Instead of having your legs pretty much bent straight, I like to have them bent pretty far. Essentially, I think of the butt muscle as like the shoulders of the legs. So if I bend my legs down, it's already getting a little bit of a stretch. I'm already clenching the butt cheeks. And then as you go down, just focus on letting your butt get in the stretch out of everything. So all the way down here, and then just use your butt to lift your body up, squeeze at the top. Basically, if it helps, put like an acorn between your butt cheeks or a pencil. That way you'll know that you'll be getting some good contraction the whole time. But I like to have my knees bent pretty far. If I'm doing like a stiff-legged deadlift, it's more like here. I feel a little bit better if I'm focusing on the glutes, bending just a little bit more, keeping it nice under control. This would be really similar to doing something like sumo deadlifts, but I just like this setup a little bit more. The most important thing on this whole thing is just focus on squeezing and stretching your butt the whole time. Like mine is on fire right now. It's just burning. Whew. But you just keep on going. And don't forget to squeeze at the top. Oh, and then once you're done, take a breather for a second. I like to do about 3 to 4 sets of these. I'm doing no particular order. These are just my top 3 personal favorite ones. So if you have a favorite, definitely leave it in the comments below. But spoiler alert, hip thrusts are not in my list. Squeeze your cheeks before you even start. Soften your knees. In this stance, I can already feel it in my glutes. And then just continue to stretch. Go all the way down as far as you can. Just get a crazy stretch. And then bring it back up. I really enjoy those ones. They really help emphasize on the lower range of motion. You still feel it towards the top, but I really get a crazy good stretch just because it's pulling you down. I really like it because you get really good range of motion at the bottom of the range, and it just really gives you a crazy stretch on your butt. You don't get a whole lot of exercises that give you maximum weight at the bottom range, so it's a good one for sure. This next one, I'm using a power band. This one is kind of like a sumo deadlift, but with it being a band, the resistance is interchangeable and it's towards the top, so it really helps focus on the top portion. You can quickly change the resistance of this. So I mean, this would be the easiest form. If you widen your hands, it makes it a little bit more. If you want to go to the next level, I would go underneath. And then if you want to do maximum level, you do both at the top. So that way you can quickly change what kind of resistance you want. You can of course add thicker bands or multiple bands to make it to whatever challenging level that you want. Get into position, you basically are at a wide stance, and then you just explode up. You feel all the tension at the top range of the motion, which is just a nice change, especially if you complement it with the one that we just did, that you can emphasize the lower portion. So this just gives you kind of a complete and rounded gluteus maximus. Really focus on squeezing as hard as you can at the top, because that's where you're going to be getting all the resistance anyways. Just get the most out of it. If you are having any sort of lower back kinks or issues, this one's really nice to your back, just because when you're at the lowest point, it's at its lowest resistance. Whew. This angle just really helps you show that I like to keep my knee pretty bent. It just repeats that same thing on the first exercise. It just helps it really get a deeper stretch, and it just helps it feel like all the tension is resting on that instead of like the hamstrings or the quads. Third and final exercise. I've shown them once before, but since this is the glute series, these are butt squats. These ones I stumbled upon and they feel so good. You feel them from the top to the very bottom range of motion. Not much weight is required, if any at all. Just depends on how many reps you want to do and how slow you're going to go. But you do need a Smith machine. You could do it with a free weight barbell as long as you were having the barbell grind on something so you can rub against it. The reason that you need one is I put my feet forward, so I'm leaning on the bar slightly, a little bit, and then just get as if you're doing the squat position. And then before I even start, right now you got to clench the cheeks, and then as you drop down, just focus on only using your butt as much as you can, keeping it squeezed. Just stretch as far as you can go, keep going, keep going. And then hold it at the bottom for a second and then try to explode up while you're still squeezing at the top. You're not resting one bit. And then you go down nice and slow. Doing it like this, I don't feel like there's an easy spot. It all feels about the same hardness. That's why I'm like, this one's just a great all around, top to bottom, great development. This one usually leaves me pretty sore the next day. Oof. You just got to be disciplined on this one. Don't let your quads or your hams take over. It's kind of an honor system on this rep. Here's a different angle just so you can see. So this stance right here is if I was going to be doing normal squats. I'll do just about 1 foot distance in front of my normal stance, just to give you a reference point of how far you put your feet forward. And then be squeezing before you even start, and then just let it stretch all the way down. If you do it that way, you don't need much weight, if any at all. I think I only got like 4 or 5 reps out of that. I mean, this is the third glute exercise I've been doing, so it definitely kicks in, and this whoops your butt, literally. And that is the end of this workout. Those are 3 of my personal favorites. There's other ones you can definitely do, so don't forget to let me know in the comments which ones you like the most. My runner-up one would probably be a stiff-legged cable deadlift. That one's really good too, and it's very nice if your lower back is just wrecked and it's just not feeling happy that day, or if it's tired, or if you just simply want to try something different. That one's a good one too. There's a lot of different ones to try from, but so try them all out, see which ones you feel the best in, see which ones give you the best pump, best connection, feels good on your knees, all that good stuff. If you like the video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. All of your support means so much, and I'm so thankful. Really helps get this message out there so we can all be the healthiest and strongest persons that we can be. There'll be some more great videos coming up shortly, so don't forget to tune in next time for more Self Built.